So while recalls are definitely important, something to keep your eye out for, basically, something is going on with Walmart. So here's what Walmart is doing, and I know that some of you are probably like, "Yeah, we've seen this happen back when, the countries, the lower, the smaller countries got all their stores wiped out, and there was just that one Walmart you can go to, no small businesses or nothing, just that one Walmart." So here's what Walmart is doing now. And I'm officially checking in over here at Moments with Us. You all check in. Let us know where you're watching from and how you are doing. Of course, I'm checking in from Northern New Jersey. Back to the personal situation. Let's head into this Dollar Tree over in Maplewood. Stable milk is also a plus. These past few years showed me. Hey family, welcome back to another video. Today is Saturday, so happy Saturday. Hopefully you all are doing well. This is Shauna, and I'm officially checking in over here at Moments with Us. You all check in, let us know where you're watching from and how you are doing. Of course, I'm checking in from Northern New Jersey. All right, fam. So today is Saturday, so you know that we are already jumping into seeing what's going on around the globe. Definitely, I'm hearing about some more nationwide recalls, so you guys gonna want to watch out for that. The government shutdown is still happening. Some states are actually starting to feel the effects of it, while others aren't just yet. Yeah, and a few other things. So definitely stay tuned. First things first, let's jump into this Walmart recall, you guys. I stress this a lot. If you want to check on the most up-to-date recalls, I highly recommend going to the FDA website. But I kind of like reading from these because they kind of give you like little links to clicking on other things. So that's why I kind of go to the articles. But I also check out the FDA website. So the USDA announces recall on more than 3 million pounds of frozen meat products for life-threatening contaminant, y'all. Isn't that crazy? Can you imagine 3 million pounds of frozen meat products? These are products that were sold at Walmart, Sam's Club, and even more. It's crazy. So it's the Foster Poultry Farms LLC. They did issue a recall for more than 3 million pounds of frozen chicken, corn dog products that may be contaminated with a foreign material. The frozen corn dogs may contain wood pieces in a batter, which the U.S. Department of Agriculture's Food Safety and Inspection Service has classified as a Class 1, meaning that eating the product has a reasonable probability of serious adverse health consequences or even death. So the recall, of course, was days after that whole Tyson food. They announced another recall for its State Fair and Jimmy Dean corn dog and sausage dip on a stick product for the same contaminant. Y'all, that wood stick that's on those corn dogs, right? Let me see if they got a picture up here. The wood stick that's on them corn dogs, isn't it possible that it can chip? Or maybe when it's being made, maybe something just not being checked out properly. I don't know. But that's the recall there. They saying you can identify these recalled frozen corn dogs, and I know some people, they just love their corn dogs. The recalled Foster Farms corn dogs were produced between July 30th, 2024 and August 4th of 2025. That's a year and some change. And sold at retail locations nationwide, including Walmart and Sam's Club stores. All the recall products can be identified by the establishment number, which is that P6137B, found in the USDA mark of inspection, guys. So the following Foster Farms products are impacted by this recall. So it's basically majority of them. So it's the corn dogs, chicken franks dipped in honey batter, gluten-free corn dogs, chicken franks dipped in honey batter, jumbo corn dogs, chicken franks dipped in honey batter, corn dogs, chicken franks dipped in honey batter, and chicken corn dogs, honey batter, dipped chicken frank on a stick. Okay. Chicken corn dog batter, wrapped chicken frank fritters on a stick. And then you got the whole grain maple flavor pancake wraps, whole grain pancake batter around a pre-cooked Ground turkey and textured vegetable protein link on a stick. That was a lot, right? Whole grain chicken corn dog, whole grain batter wrapped chicken frank on a stick, lower fat. And then you have the jumbo corn dog, honey crunchy flavored batter corn dog there. And of course, they do have a full list. If you want the full list of products, packaging sizes, all the U.S. Use by dates, it can be found on that website there. And everything you need will pop up here. If you want to take a screenshot, now is the time if you do buy those corn dogs. So we're going to go right on back. Also, these are the images because, we love to see the visual because then it'll kick in like, oh my, now I see what it looked like. I actually bought that. Let me go and check to see if I have this recall product. So here's exactly what that will look like. You see if it's best used by, that's circled if you have any confusion there. Do you see that P6137B? It's right next to that best if used by, and then you got the date and all of that right there. So, yep, here's what all the packages of those corn dogs look like. And it's a few million pounds of this here that have been recalled, guys. So it's definitely something to watch out for. Like I said, if you do buy corn dogs and it is this brand, it's a possibility that that item could have been recalled due to wood chippings being inside of the actual corn dog, guys. Next, so if you do shop at Aldi, they do have a popular Aldi product that is recalled for life-threatening allergen, guys. So it is boxes of spring rolls. So these spring rolls, it is the Typhoon USA spring rolls that were produced exclusively for Aldi and sold under their name. I think it's Fugia, I could be saying it wrong. Asian Inspirations Veggie Spring Rolls. The boxes, they are labeled as Veggie Spring Rolls, but they actually may contain the Fugia Asian Inspiration Shrimp Spring Rolls versus just the Veggie Spring Rolls. So therefore, if you are allergic to seafood or fish, you have that fish allergen or shrimp, that can be definitely serious there. You can identify that recall Aldi Spring Roll. It was in a 10-ounce packages and can be identified by the UPC code of 409910022258 and best before date May 17th of 2027. The FDA did provide label images on its website, of course, what we will go ahead and check out. So if you do have it and you do have an allergy, you might want to go ahead and take that back for the refund. So here's what it looked like. It's the veggie spring rolls here, and it's supposed to be just vegetables, but it actually may contain shrimp. I highly advise you, if you do have any allergies or anyone in your house who's allergic to, that shellfish or shrimp or, take it serious and toss it out. Because if it's not you and someone else and you haven't warned them just yet, you might want to just, for precaution, toss it out or take it back for that refund. So all the information that you need actually is here. I'm going to go ahead and link this here from Aldi, this Aldi recall. I'm going to link it down in the pinned comment down below so you guys can actually refer back to this. While recalls are, they're most definitely, while recalls are definitely important, something to keep your eye out for, basically, something is going on with Walmart. So here's what Walmart is doing. And I know that some of you are probably like, yeah, we've seen this happen back when, the countries, the lower, the smaller countries got all their stores wiped out. And there was just that one Walmart you can go to. No small businesses or nothing, just that one Walmart. So here's what Walmart is doing now. So Walmart is actually coming back and reinventing retail. They're saying one struggling mall at a time. We have a mall over in Livingston, New Jersey that's on the brinks of actually shutting down. They got like 1 or 2 stores in a whole mall. And I was thinking I think it's going to be a Walmart. But I don't know. But I think it's going to be a Walmart. So, of course, we don't want to hear the history, but then again, we do, right? So in 1969, when the Monroeville Mall opened up, in the eastern parts of Pittsburgh. That's like a downtown business area, basically they're saying shoppers would rush to enjoy free parking and less congestion and the shopping experience all in one massive enclosed climate control expanse. So it's like one of them little lots with like just stores and stuff like that. So what Walmart is doing, Walmart is now going in, taking over those like little malls that's shutting down and stuff like that, and they're building up. So now they'll be going to all the businesses closed down at and actually building Walmart. Before, for a while, when Walmart tried to go to Pittsburgh, they was like, oh no, we not having it. Y'all are not building over here. But now what's happening is since, COVID, a lot of businesses did shut down. We all know that already. But they saying this is from 20 years ago, Walmart tried to build up over in Monroeville. When Walmarts were just popping up all over the place, they tried to, build over there too. But now, so what's happening is Walmart, they came back, they revisited that area like, all right, listen, I see y'all struggling and we might can help you. So over in Pittsburgh, they're going to be getting a new Walmart sometime soon. It's under construction right now, but it haven't officially been put out there, if you know what I'm saying. But it's definitely happening. So Walmart, they did not publicly comment on the project yet, but the current tenants that is there have been given until April of 2027 to vacate.
Mom, I tell you something.
That is there. Okay, so the tenants that is there, they're giving them a little bit of time to basically get up out of there because guess what? They will be building up a Walmart in Monroeville. One of the biggest struggles right now with the government shutdown is definitely traveling. So airlines tell passengers to prepare for delays as the government shutdown is continuing. I don't know. This might pass. This might go through. It might like go over a month. Hopefully not, but it just might. So travelers should prepare for potential flight disruptions this holiday weekend as the government shutdown continues. Shortages of air traffic controllers have delayed flights at some U.S. airports this week, of course, including Burbank, California, and Nashville, Tennessee. Actually heard Newark Airport too. So during the federal government shutdown, essential workers such as air traffic controllers and TSA agents work, of course, without that pay. They saying prepare for flight delays and possible cancellations, you guys. And of course, issues with that trucking industry. Nationwide CDL freeze leaves thousands of immigrant truckers without work, guys. So it could cause a delay depending on where these truckers were trucking to. So they're saying a new emergency action plan by the U.S. Secretary of Transportation has temporarily paused the issuance and renewal of commercial driver license across the country. States must now audit their licensing system, which have left many legal non-citizens unsure if they can keep working. I got to keep driving down these roads of a country that doesn't really want me here, they're saying. Yep. So definitely this can be an issue with the trucking industry where you can see delays of items. Some items just not making it to the stores or just in general. Some people feel like when it comes down to immigrants, I pay my taxes. I don't get benefits. I don't get health care. I'm just trying to provide for my family here. That's what one person said. But this person who's talking, this is Rivera, does have like a temporary status going on. Rivera's license fall under the limited term CDLs. Rivera is unable to renew his license until the freeze ends, prohibiting him from carrying on his job if his license expires before the audit is complete. Well, guys, this is due to the Trump administration emergency action, and it's aimed at protecting America's roads and restricting temporary citizens. I've been hearing so much going on. I've been trying not to, but I still been hearing it, like with this whole immigration and people getting hurt, and it's a lot, man. It's just it's sad. Overall, it's just sad. Immigrant or not, here legally or not, we're all human at the end of the day. I don't know. We're all human at the end of the day. And what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. There's another way to go about things. And if a person is working here and they've been working here and they've been paying taxes and they own property here, I think it should be like a difference. That's just me personally. That's how I feel. Some people may feel different, but that's just how I feel. So then, while all of that is going on, I know a lot of people who do receive Social Security and Medicare definitely is waiting for the date of October 15th to definitely hear about the COLA and also what changes are to be expected. So far, I am hearing about changes with the Medicare. They are talking about boosting up the price of the plan, of plans of the Medicare plans. And a lot of people are going to be like, yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. So October 15th, they will release some information about COLA. Medicare will be having changes being made to it as well. I don't know if it's going to be for the good or for the worse. I really don't know. But from the talks of it, from at least what I'm hearing, there will definitely be some changes when it comes to the Medicare, at least. But when it comes down to the Medicare, of course, when it's that time of year to re-enroll or whatever, just make sure that you guys are, doing your research on the plans, what changes are coming or has been made that you might not know about. When you're talking to these representatives, ask them like what's covered. If you're on any current medications and you know that it's costly, ask them like, well, would this continue to be covered? Or if you plan to ditch your plan and go somewhere else, make sure your important medications are covered for the most part, at least. And I know also with some of the Medicare plans, you can get like a little food card, though it don't be much dependent. You can get a food card to get some food for the month, depending. Not all of it is offered, for all Medicare plans. But certain things with Medicare would be ditched and the prices are still going up. Regardless, the Medicare plans prices are increasing as well. And it sucks because these are typically seniors or people with disabilities or whatever. And to have that plus the cost of living going up and then possibly the cost of your medications or doctor visits or whatever is going up, I think seniors need a little bit more leeway because that don't make no sense. Just be careful. Like I said, when you are doing your re-enrollment, make sure you ask very important questions like what changes have been made. Would my medication still be covered? What is my out of pocket? Things like that so you can be prepared. So between the recalls, the government shutdown, changes with Medicare, Walmart building up on these places that's like, yeah, we can't afford to stay here no more. Walmart knew the right time to step in and to take over. Man, it's just so much going on. But it is Saturday, so I'm not going to hold you guys all day. We're going to leave this video right here where it's at. Hopefully you all enjoyed today's informative video. And if you did and you are new here, all you have to do is subscribe to become part of the family. Of course, let us know how you guys are doing. How do you guys feel about the whole Medicare changes, about the government shutdown? Anything that you guys notice that's definitely different or change in general. Yeah, but we're gonna leave this video right here where it is at. If you've been here before as well, thank you so much for coming back. Y'all don't forget to like the video, drop a comment by checking in, share the video with your friends and family. Until next time, this is Shauna, and I'm officially checking out from Moments with Us. You all stay prepped, stay blessed, stay safe, and most of all, remain beautiful queens and kings. Love you all, and God bless. Peace.